What's up, DNT gang? This is Carlton Flowers back for a quick update. It's been quite a while since my last update on the price action because we've had a lot of boring consolidation going on. So in this video, we're just going to discuss what I see as the current outlook for DNT price action and my thoughts overall. So since the spike here, we've had this nice little consolidation movement happening with a tightening of price, which brings us to this point where the fast line and the slow line on the MACD have taken a trip down below the zero line, and now we're back level with the histogram printing green bars. So what's going to happen next? Well, right now we do see the stochastic taking a double hump camel here, but we have a crossover and we're headed in the downward direction at the moment. And what I really like here is the fact that while we have seen the stochastic moving downward a bit, we notice that the price action is moving upwards a little bit. That's a divergence. So that tells me that there's a lot of strength in the DNT price line. Now, as far as what's going to happen next, here is one possibility if Bitcoin rallies and does not dive. I think that we could continue the consolidation movement where we will possibly take a nice little bump up here to this large peak volume node right here, somewhere around the 0.33, about 33 cents level. Or we could continue to bounce around here at this price node that is sitting at about what, 25 cents at a quarter, which is a great price for District 0x right now. The longer we stay in this consolidation move, the bigger the breakout is going to be. Now, if BTC tanks, I think we could possibly go back and touch the point of control price, which is sitting here at 19 cents. Now, let's look at the one-day chart to get a better idea of the overall. Now, this looks a lot better. So for the longer term, I'm not worried because look at this nice rounding off here on the stochastic as the %K blue line on the oscillators there is crossed over the red line and it is on a steep upward incline, hopefully headed back up into the overbought zone. And now we also see we had our sell trigger that some people use on the MACD when the oscillators cross and the %K drops below the %D. And that would correspond to a price up here. It would have told the person, get out right there. And as you can see at the end of that triangle that it made up here, let's see here. Let's draw on there. There's the triangle. We broke down from that triangle, but we hit a nice base level at that 19 cents point. So down here on the MACD histogram, look, we've got light red bars, which means the movement is headed back up to the zero line. So maybe after we get to that point, if we hold, we'll start printing some green candles on the histogram and hope for some big fat bars, not candles. Sorry about that. Now notice that the volume is declining. It's getting nice and quiet. And that usually happens before a major pump move. So I'll be watching for the volume to spike, which will let us know when it's time for this thing to blow up. I want to see this thing pump. So this little movement here, this rounding here is a nice indication. We might get one more little correction, but then I see us taking possibly the next parabolic move up. Don't take that as financial advice. Do your own due diligence and only play with money that you have to lose. All right. I don't like people jumping into the Telegram or posting in the comments. You told me to buy this thing and it's going to go to the moon. Well, it's on you. Don't be a big dummy. Do your homework. Do your research. I'm just pointing out the possibilities. Now, overall, what we had before was this nice rise and pop correction, rise and pop correction, and then we should be seeing the next leg up as alts come into the hyper cycle that they're talking about. Now, I don't know if that'll happen, but I know that once Bitcoin makes its final decision on whether or not it's going to move up now or correct to 41K and then move up. But overall, we're still in a bull market, guys. So that's all I have. What are your thoughts about DNT right now? Do you think it's time for that next measured move, that next parabolic move, or do you think we're going to have to wait on the big brother Bitcoin before we figure out what's going to happen? Post your comments. I'm excited about this. I'm sitting on my bag for the long term and I'm waiting to cash in at the peak when the bull market goes into full crazy mode this fall. Until then, I'll just be consolidating. That's all I got. This is Carlton, and I am out.